So you play Aaron Johnson in the film, who is based on a real person and a real case that happened in America. Were you familiar with the story? Did you research for the role? And what was your reaction when you found out about what happened?
Yeah, I wasn't familiar with the case at all. And it's really fascinating, the true life story behind it. I mean, Ed and Lorraine Warren really investigated this case. And at the end of the film, of this film, there was a tape played of the exorcism of David, the little boy, and the actual tape. And it's truly terrifying. So the real stuff is out there and mysterious and strange and really creepy. But from my point of view, I just had to concentrate on what the character in the script believes. And he's on a complicated journey himself because he doesn't know, Arnie doesn't know if he committed the murder just by his own volition, by his own free will, or through a psychosis, or through the possession. You know, it kind of plagues him why what happened. And so I just kind of had to take it day by day and just play that character. And then what really happened, I have no idea. I don't think anybody really has the full story. He went away, he did, 5 years in prison, and it's a very complicated case, and I don't know what to think about it, really.
Mm-hmm. What was it like sharing scenes with Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga, and what did you learn from working with them?
So the first day of the read-through, Vera comes in. I'm very nervous. I think I'm going to screw up this film for everybody. Vera comes in, she's high-fiving every single person in the room, every single producer, every single character, saying, I mean, in my head, that's the way it happened. She probably high-five, saying Conjuring 3, baby. And I could see how joyful she was to be returning to this series. So I thought maybe it isn't so bad after all. Maybe it isn't as dark as it might seem. And it wasn't, because it's very dark content. It's based on a true story. It's disturbing images and themes. But working with them on set was a real pleasure. They're two incredibly fine actors. They're very different, and there's lots to learn from both of them. And hopefully I did. If I learned even 1% of what they do, then I'd be very lucky for this experience, because they're truly brilliant.
So speaking about filming with them and the atmosphere on set, I'm always curious as to know, if filming a horror movie, especially those intense, scary scenes, is also scary, while filming it. If what's like filming those scenes on set, and what's it like, in between those scenes? Yeah,
it's really challenging to not just scream and randomly cry, or if you're truly terrified, because if you're in a state of terror, your body wants to escape from whatever is happening. And it's very, if you're facing a lion, you're very aware of the lion's paws and its teeth and how close it is. It's very, you'd never be more specific in your brain than when you're scared. And I think it's quite easy to fall into the trap of just screaming and crying in general. And I don't believe in the paranormal, so I couldn't really use that as a basis of belief. So I was dragging up all sorts of personal demons, fears of what might happen in my life or losing people, and kind of battling that on screen. So that's very dark and emotional territory. I mean, it's very boring method actor-y stuff. So in between takes, I would watch sketches by my favorite comedy group, Auntie Donna. They're a brilliant Australian sketch comedy group, and do stupid things and dance with my co-star Sarah Catherine. Because if you're in that headspace the whole day, you're going to lose it. You just can't do it. You need breaks from it. So it has to be very light and airy. And it was actually one of the lightest sets I've been on, the most fun, and really felt cared for and nurtured, which was a real surprise, but now makes perfect sense.
Los tribunales reconocen la existencia de Dios cada vez que un testigo jura decir la verdad. A mí solo me interesa la realidad.
Pero yo puedo ver cosas que vosotros no veis.